Hello everyone! Today's the video that I said about in my last video where I explained where I've been, but also I'm gonna kind of be showing, because I'm making some things today, I thought I might as well do this video because it's quite chatty. But also I guess it could be a tutorial for a protection pillow, dream pillow, or just a protection pack. So before I get started on talking about where I've been and all that stuff, I'll just say what I've got here is a organza bag that I took the ribbon out of so it doesn't shut anymore. I'll be shutting it at the end with either this black lace or this jute string. I'll probably end up using the jute string, but I thought, there's options. I'll be putting in it sage. This is just a leaf from my smudge stick that fell out. I'll also be putting marigold, which is a dried flower. That's really good for protection and psychic visions and things like that. The crystals I'll be putting in are these little crystal chips. I got this pack on Amazon, it's really good value. There's all these back here, but the ones I'll be using are amethyst. I don't think it's gonna focus, but that's amethyst, golden tiger's eye, green aventurine, and clear quartz, because that just amplifies all the other crystals that are around it and just makes them more powerful. And I'm gonna add a charm to it. I've got pentagrams, tree of life, an acorn, just some little random ones. I'll probably put in a pentagram. So, to start off with, I'm going to get my mortar and pestle, and I'm just going to break this up a little bit in here. This might make a really horrible noise on camera, I'm sorry. Now I'm not breaking it up with my fingers because I want the motion, the clockwise motion, putting energy into it. And I don't want the stem in it, I just want little pieces of the actual leaf. And just rolling it around my mortar and pestle will definitely do that. So now I'm just going to add some of the marigold and mix them together. So I guess the reason why I haven't been back since the beginning of the year, which it's been a while, is because I had a lot of medication changes. I was diagnosed with depression, and then they said I didn't have depression, and it's just been a lot of doctor's appointments. And I also, of course, like most people on the internet, found out about the changes to YouTube that were going to be happening, and I was quite anxious about what that meant for my content, because I knew sensory toys could be child friendly, even though it's disability related and all that, and I guess it wouldn't matter if there was children's toys, because they're not, I guess, in some way. But I just wanted to know more about it before I kind of committed to making a lot more YouTube videos. And I'm sorry that I didn't really address that, because I know that probably was confusing of why I just all of a sudden disappeared. But in case you didn't see the last video, I just explained that my channel content will change slightly to things like this, like Wicca crafts, because since I've been gone I have been using Wicca to help me cope and things like that. But if you're not religious, or you're not Wiccan, so you don't really think you'll need these crafts and all that, Don't worry, because I will still be doing things about disability and my other content, just not sensory toy reviews like I was, because that is technically child content. So I'm gonna take, each time that I take some of my crystal chips, I'm going to sage them. They're really packed in there. That's probably enough. I'm going to sage them, purify them, and just put my energy into them by touching them a lot and things like that. So yeah, in general, if you're not religious or you're against Wicca for whatever reason, I don't really mind. Please be polite in the comments though to everyone. I don't want this to bring hate or anything. And just in general, content is changing, which seems scary, but at the same time, I think it won't be that bad. It's all a bit confusing, but I think I've got a hold on it and I know how I want to change my content and I know how things are going to go. This is just a little pile of black pepper that I had ground up and been burning today while I was doing all my crafts. It just helps put out sage and things if you ever have any left over. It's quite good for that. So just putting the crystals in. They're very tiny. They are definitely the tiniest little shards ever. But it still puts the energy in it and it still does what I want it to. And the mesh isn't wide enough to let the things fall through, so that's good enough, right? This tiger's eye isn't polished, it's rough actually, which I quite like. I have a regular tiger's eye. On the subject of child content, this craft is not very child friendly because most Wiccan crafts aren't, I guess, because they do involve like fire, either burning herbs or burning bits of paper, which you could do for what I'm doing right now. You could get a piece of paper, put what you want protected, what you want to keep safe with this spell, burn it, and then put the ashes in the sack as well, whatever you're using. But I'm just keeping it quite basic, I guess. Oh, that is definitely too much. The clear quartz pieces are much, 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 much smaller. It's more like salt. It's not, do not ingest and all that, but just reminds me of it. So if you're new to my channel, I have autism, I have dyslexia. I'm not going to be using that as my intro for a while because I am going through a lot more diagnoses. I haven't been at my day job for a while because everything has just been falling apart, really. This isn't very safe. My mental health, my physical health, everything has kind of done its thing, and I haven't been able to go into work. I haven't been able to do anything, really. But that's how I got into Wicca, was that I was just sitting at home. I was looking for things to do. My mum had a major operation, so she was home, so I was looking for things for us to do together, I guess. Just anything to pass the time by. And it was Christmas, so most stressful Christmas of my life, but you know, things change. And so it was just very hard to make videos and do all of that because I didn't feel good about myself, about any content that I would make. So why make content if I'm going to be depressed the whole time, basically? I think I'm going to add some more Marigold because I'm not trying to fill the sack up completely. You can obviously add as much ingredient as you want, as little as you want. But since I have so much in this little bag, why not? If you follow me on Instagram at ASDME, I did post pictures whenever I ordered stuff like this. I'm sorry if the lighting isn't very good. I only have my candles burning right now. And it's raining because England, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I have been posting pictures online of the orders I have made because, you know, shout out companies and Instagram accounts that I got them from that are just really cool and deserve the praise, I suppose. Oh, another thing has happened. I cannot get into my Instagram account for my business, Bright Chains. Oh, the stress. Obviously, that's important because I need to do things. I've been making so much jewelry and I've been so excited about posting it on Instagram. And then the first day that I went back on it, it locked me out and that wasn't fun.